بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا باتقوا الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi Sister Mazni, Dr. Azmi, mother-in-law, just passed away this morning. Yeah? Let us make dua for both of them. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma ighfir lahuma warhamhuma wa'afihima wa'fu anhuma wa akrimhuma nuzulahuma wa wasi' mudkhalahuma waghsilhuma bil ma'i wal thalji wal baradi wa naqqihima min al khataya kama yunaqqa as-thawb al-abyad min ad-danas. Allahumma abdilhuma daran khairan min darihima wa ahlan khairan min ahlihima wa zawjan khairan min zawjihima. Allahumma adkhilhuma jannatak wa izhuma min azabil qabri wa azabil nar. Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa mayyitina wa syahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa zakarina wa unthana. Allahumma man ahyaytahu minna fa ahyihi ala al-islam wa man tawaffaytahu minna fatawaffahu ala al-iman. Allahumma la tahrimna ajrahuma wa la tudillana ba'dahuma. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbal alamin. For those who are living among us, we always ask Allah to bless our life, to guide us, to make us strong in our iman, and to make us have a lot of patience to face all the challenges in this life. For those who have passed away, we keep on asking Allah, may Allah shower His mercy upon them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replace them a better life than the life in this world. To all the sisters and the brother too, it's very important for us to understand that anything that Allah Qadr, there is always a reminder for all of us, good or bad. Anything good happen, we should also learn from that, and we should try our best to benefit from what is good. So we leave a legacy behind. To leave a good legacy, we must be very alert about the good thing that happen around us and grab the opportunity to be part of the people who are involved in doing all the good things. If anything bad happened to us, also is a reminder, especially death is something that no one planned. It's Allah who decides. It's part of Allah's Qada. But we must always remember when somebody passes away, it's a reminder to all of us who are still living. Have we done enough? Have we prepared ourselves with the righteous deeds to leave behind a legacy that we will never regret? The knowledge that we have learned, have we passed the knowledge down to our loved one? Have we shared the knowledge with our family members? We may have shared, but do you see any changes in them? If there's no changes, that means they are not benefiting anything from your knowledge. So no, it's not just to share. It's like our prophet. He have conveyed the message to the people. He have done his duty. But if the people do not become a Muslim, he can't do much for them. And then they can't help. Yeah? Whatever good deeds they have done, there's no value in the sight of Allah because they reject Allah. But if they become a Muslim, every single good deeds that they do, we will get in reward because it is our initiative that make them become a good person. So there is a difference between you convey the knowledge, but have they changed benefit from your knowledge? If no, so you have to keep on trying your level best that whatever you pass to your loved one have benefit them. This is very, very important. We know according to the Quran, the first ayat was revealed to the Prophet is Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq until the 5 ayat. That Allah want our prophets to start to read, but Allah knows he can't read. He cannot read, he cannot write. So how will he learn? He will learn through his hearing. Whatever the angel is going to read to him, he must follow the angel. Whatever knowledge I pass down to all of you, I don't know how many of us remember. Yeah. Example, I always pray for the best, of course. And that's why I always remind a group of us, the elders among us, to take the initiative to have a follow-up Usra program. Yeah? So that it will give me more opportunity to make sure that most of the knowledge that I share with you, you have the right understanding, and now you can act properly and convey the message in the best way to your loved one. That only can happen when you have a follow-up kind of activities. The second wahyu that the Prophet received is Ya ayyuhal muddaththir kum fa'anzir wa rabbaka fakabbir wa thiyabaka fatahhir. 7 ayat. Now just try to understand. First, Iqra. The second, Muddaththir. After the second wahyu was revealed, this prophet start to do da'wah. He don't wait until the 30 juz of the Quran revealed to him, then he do da'wah. No. How many ayat have we memorized? More than 2. But we fail to do da'wah. We are just for ourselves. We don't care about others. Islam is about the Ummah. It's not just about you and me. It's about our responsibility towards mankind, towards the Ummah. How can you do da'wah? Da'wah is not difficult. We have believed in Allah. The first da'wah is call people to believe in Allah. Tawheed. Make them think. Do you think that there is so many gods? Is there an S after G-O-D, or is there G-O-D? Just make them think. And the second thing for da'wah is about adab, akhlaq, moral. You have to show good example to others to do da'wah. The da'i must set a good example. وَثِيَابَكَ فَطَهِّرْ. That means even you yourself must be very disciplined, clean, tidy, honest, sincere, trustworthy. All the good things that Allah and the Prophet want you to have, you should have it. Remember, I shared with you about 4 things that can save us from hellfire. 4 characters. You still remember? What is number 1? Yeah? No, the 4 things. Not this hadith now, or ayat, earlier one. Where Ibn Mas'ud said, a group of companions was with the Prophet, and the Prophet asked them, do you want me to teach you 4 things that can save you from hellfire? Anyone remember? Because so many things that we have learned. You have hayyinun. Remember that? Hayyinun, layyinun, qaribun, sahlun. And what is hayyinun? You'll be a very gentle. As a person, you do not want to look like a gangster in front of people, and people look at you from far, they run away from you. You know? You want to be a very polite person. When people look at you from far, they are attracted to your personality. Layinun is you are a very soft-spoken person. You choose the best word to communicate with anybody. When you talk to the elders, you know how to use the right word to talk to the elders. When you talk to their children, you know how to even love them, respect them, not just to scold them, to direct them to do things without showing them that you love them, you know, that you care for them. All this you have to learn. And the best is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. He have everything. And the third one is what? Qaribun. What is qaribun? Qaribun is you are easy to approach. You know, you don't have a lot of protocol. Either they come to you or you can go to them. You don't have to wait all the time and wait for people to come to you. You can also reach out to others. And the last one is sahlun, means what is sahlun? Easy. Sahl, make it easy. Religion is easy. وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ حَرَجٍ. Allah never made religion difficult. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ. Allah intend ease to all of us. وَلَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. Allah do not intend to make religion difficult. Important, mudahkan. The Malay say, mudahkan. Jangan susah. Even our Prophet was reminded by Allah, if you are harsh and hard-hearted to people, people run away from you. You know, if your grandma who is very garang, they say, fierce, no cucu will come to you. If the parents said, let's go in grandma. Grandma, no, no, no. But if the grandma is a loving grandma, Allah, oh, the children, I want to go see grandma, I want to see grandpa. They miss them. So you must have that kind of attitude. Now let us come back to the book, page 53 today. About there is wisdom behind the creation. Everything that Allah created. We must remember, Allah did not create things without a reason. وَمَا خَلَقْتَ هَذَا بَاطِلًا. Allah never create anything without a reason. Even you don't understand, but there is a reason. Okay? Now before we continue, let me share with you some saying of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Sahih Bayhaqi. It was narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Qudri radiyallahu anhu that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam have said, Inna min da'fil yaqeen an tarda an-nas bi saqatillah. Indeed, it is the sign of weakness of iman, weakness of faith, that you please people above Allah. Now we have a problem. We always want to do something to please human first. Even is displeasing Allah. And also, the hadith continue, I will just recite the meaning. And appreciates people over what is provided by Allah. When people do something good to us, we are so grateful sometimes. We say, thank you, thank you. But when Allah gives you something, do you show your gratefulness and thankfulness to Allah? Alhamdulillah. I think a lot of people who have some religious background, Shukur, Alhamdulillah. Now, Shukur, Alhamdulillah is lip service. What do you do after that? You must make use of what Allah has provided for you, for the sake of Allah. The more Allah gives you, the more you give back to Allah. The more you have, the more you share. That is shukr. There is the real shukr. It's not just lip service. Shukr, Alhamdulillah, shukr, Alhamdulillah. You see the lifestyles of the Prophet and the companion. Their shukr is unbelievable. I don't know if I shared this with you last class or not. You see how the companion, the people of Ansar, they are new rivers. But Allah have given them wealth. They have a lot of property. And also, they have more than one wife. That is part of the culture of the Arab before. They don't have limit in wives. Only Islam come and limit to 4 maximum. Before Islam, no limit. There's no limit. Either you make it legal or not legal. It's also legal. Because there's no limit. All the culture allowed that to happen. To them, the woman is just like something, a garment. You wear it, change. You wear again, you change. Then when Abdurrahman bin Auf left everything for the sake of his belief, Iman, to safeguard his Iman, he made migration from Mecca to Medina. All his property in Mecca, he left behind. And if the family who refused to follow him, he left behind to safeguard his Iman. He's known to be a very rich man among his people. And generous, not only rich, but generous. You know Abdurrahman bin Auf, who do not know him? Among all the good Muslims will know who is Abdurrahman bin Auf. Maybe the rich men do not want to know who is Abdurrahman bin. He is not rich in wealth, but he is very rich in sharing whatever Allah gave it to him. So when he left without bringing anything, just bringing himself and his iman. The Ansar who Allah gave them their rewards. They say, Abdurrahman, you have sacrificed everything for Allah. Compared with us, we have done nothing. Now, this is my little sacrifice. I have two wives, choose any one of them, I will divorce her, you get married. I have my property, I give you half. You see how their iman, they here to please Allah. They believe Allah is the provider. You do for Allah, Allah will still give it to you. What is the response of Abdurrahman bin Auf? Anybody remember his He said, no, Barakallahu fi malik wa ahlik. May Allah bless you with your property and your family. Just show me where is the marketplace. Because he is a man who Allah had given him a special skill. Anything he touched turned into gold. Remember that. Yeah? Indeed, it is the sign of weakness of iman that you please people above Allah. You just do not follow the Quran and Sunnah because of the people around you. And appreciates people over what is provided by Allah and censor for what Allah has not given to you. Indeed, the greed of the greedy ones can neither bring out the provision of Allah, nor can be dislike of the one who dislike can stop it. Now, the Prophet is telling us, if you always try to please people more than pleasing Allah, that is the weakness of iman. When you have the weakness of iman, that means you have the weakness of 6 articles of faith, not only one. Your belief in Allah is weakened now because you are pleasing other than Allah. Your belief in the angel also is weakened because angel is ready to going to give you more with Allah's command. They are always there. They know what you are doing. And they are recording it now. And your witness towards the book, because the book, the Quran, reminds us, give, Allah will give it to you again. وَمَا أَنفَقْتُمْ بِشَيْءٍ فَهُوَ يُخْلِفُهُ وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ. Don't wait until the last minute. It's too late. When you are still healthy, conscious, you have the ability to decide anything, do it. This is what Allah wants us to do. We know the people who are greedy, you cannot expect anything from them. Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of all the believers, said the Prophet even remind us in one of the hadiths in Sunan Tirmizi. I just quote the saying, whoever search for the happiness of Allah instead of the resentment of people, then Allah will be happy with him and people happy with him too. And whoever desires to please people, displease Allah, then Allah will be angry with him and he will make people angry with him too. This is what the Prophet ﷺ reminds us. And it was mentioned by Aisha radiallahu anha. The ending of this muqaddimah Only if you were sweet, only if you were sweet like honey, and life would have been bitter. And only if you were willing and the people were angry and resentful. May the matter between me and you remains alive, and between me and the world stays barren. When your love is pure, then everything will be easy, for everything above this earth is going to turn to earth. Everything from the earth will go back to the earth. But the pure love you have with Allah will never end. You will be with whom you love in Akhirah. If you say you love Allah, you love the Prophet, you just have to do something before it's too late. There is wisdom behind everything that Allah creates. He does not create anything for fun, for play, or incorrectly. Allah said, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَائِبِينَ. Allah used the word لَائِبِينَ. Play. La'ib means play. It's like what Allah said, إِنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا لَائِبٌ. Yeah. Indeed, life starts with play. That's why children just love to play. Yeah. They love to play more than food and drink. Yeah. That is part of Allah's creation. Yeah. And then Allah said, first la'ibun, and then what? Remember? Innamal hayatud dunya la'ibun wa lahwun wa zinatun. 3 levels. First is play. But now Allah said, we did not create the heaven and the earth and all that is between them in play. I mean for fun, no. Everything that Allah created, there is a purpose. And the greatest purpose, like what Allah said, because we are the best creation, we human are the best creation of Allah. And Allah said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We never create the jinn or the human except to know us, love us, serve us, to make ibadah. Why? Because at the end of the day, when you meet Allah, Allah is so happy with you. That is the time He gives you all the entertainment you want. And that entertainment is real, is true. You can play over there. Jannah is like a playground. And Allah said again, وَمَا خَلَقْنَاهُمَا إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. We did not create them except in truth. That means there's a reason for people who think, for people who reflect. First, Allah said, play. Second is lahwun. And this is very true. When you reach the age of teenagers, what is the thing that the young generation inclined to today? What is the thing that most of our children are inclined to? What is that? What is lahwan? Entertainment. Everybody like to be entertained, especially young people. They like entertainment, music. And now they go for hard rock music. Not enough. Music is not another hard and like a rock music. They want their heart, their mind to be as hard as a rock. So nothing can penetrate through anymore. What you say, they will not listen. And then you will reach a level. When they bypass that level, the teenage, then zinatun, Allah said. What is zina? What is zina? Yeah? Zina is something you like to do for yourself, for your skin, yeah, and you want to choose a very beautiful clothes to make you look younger, even you are old, but you don't want to dress anything that make you older. You want bright color. Zina, perhiasan. When people are getting older, then their money, most of them is been used in buying all these different cream. And you go for facial, you go for this, for that. Yeah, you go for slimming. You see, there's so many slimming centers. They use all the slim person to promote their product. They are slim already. I think it's natural. Yeah? I think all of us incline to that. When you are getting older, you just do not want to be old. A creator who creates things without a purpose or without proper planning is not worthy of our respect or worship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala above such nonsense, that means He is not like us. We come up with a lot of innovation, but most of our innovation always have side effect. Now we are using a lot of handphone, including me. Is there a side effect? No more communication, no more closeness. Even you go and sit on the table to order for food, everybody is busy now. You're so close, but no more talking. Children is busy with something else. You are busy with yourself. It's not you cannot use, but the side effect. Now they are telling us now, even those who are promoting all this IT is telling us the benefit of IT 10 and the thing that will not benefit you also 10. Anyhow, Allah said also, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ فَتَعَالَى اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقُّ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ رَبُّ الْعَرْشِ الْكَرِيمِ in Surah Mu'minun verses 115 to 116. Now Allah is asking us, did you then think that we created you pointlessly, without a reason, for fun, for play, and that you will not be brought back to us for account now? Now Allah is telling us, do you think that we created you for play, for fun, without a purpose? Allah is telling us, He created us for a purpose. We have failed a lot of people. We have failed our own country and the Ummah. Why? When Allah gives you the authority to rule, example, we fail. Sometimes the ruler a Muslim, we still fail. So now the not yet Muslim are not happy, because you failed to present Islam to them. Prophet never failed. Abu Bakr never failed. Umar never failed. Osman, he never failed. All the great Sahaba never failed. We are the ones who have failed them. We fail to represent everybody, mankind. What did Allah say in the Quran? وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Allah is telling us, He promised, Allah make a promise that He will empower those who have iman. When you have iman, inshallah, you can control your family better. You can manage the family in the way that Allah wants you to manage them. But with iman, now what happened? We are Muslim, but we don't have that iman, and that's why we fail. When you have iman, iman always got you to amal saleh. Wa'adallahu allazina amanu minkum wa amilus salihat. Just say, wow, I have a strong iman, but you do not show your kindness, your goodness, your justice to others, then people don't value your iman. Allah said, why Allah only empower those who have iman? Because only those who have the iman and act righteously will make peace, find peace, and promote peace, unity, not disunity. All prophet was sent to what? To unite people. Normally in politics they say, divide and rule. Yeah. But prophet, they are here to unite everybody. They don't talk about tribes, they don't talk about race, they talk about mankind. One ummah, ummatan wahidat. This is what I emphasize the first Monday night of the month. We are focusing on that now, to make everybody who have learned about Islam understand their role and how to make ourselves khaira ummah again. First Monday night of the month. That means only once in a month. Allah is telling us, we did not create you pointlessness, and that you will not be brought back to us for account. Exalted is Allah, the true Malikul Haq. That means He is the Malik, the King, the owner. And there's no true God but Him alone, the Lord of the noble throne, Arshil Kareem. No one can consider themselves noble if you don't follow what Allah and the Prophet said, because Quran is noble Quran. The Prophet is a noble man. So whoever want to be noble, just have to try your best to follow the noble man with the noble character. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not make a mistake, nor did He forget anything when He created the creation. Everything was planned in the best way, completely recorded in Lawh Mahfuz by Allah, and precisely created as planned, Qada and Qadr. That's where Qada and Qadr always come in. And Allah said, وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَالطَّائِرِ يَطِيرُ بِجَنَاحَيْهِ إِلَّا أُمَمٌ ما فرطنا في الكتاب من شيء ما فرطنا في الكتاب من شيء. Surah Al-An'am verse 38. There are not creatures that walk on the earth, nor bird that flies with two wings, but are communities like you. Everything that Allah created is an example. And Allah created them before us. Human being is the last creation of Allah. Even we are the last, but we are the best. Allah had created everything before us. For what? Everything is created for us, to serve us. MashaAllah, you can see bird fly. How do you feel when you see the bird flies? You feel good. And the bird land in some place and they start to sing. How do you feel? It's an entertainment. This sound, that sound. Alhamdulillah, in our area, we don't feed them, but neither we chase them. Neither we lastic them. There are people who came from neighbor who want to lastic some bird. We say, no. You want to lastic outside my area, it's up to you. In our area, they have the right to come in and go out. So every morning you find different sounds sometimes. Make us feel so soothing, mashallah. This is Allah's music. But our communities like you see how they fly, how they move, flocks together in a jama'ah. And the worst thing when one of them is being attacked like animals, and then you see the others so helpless. How do you feel? See your own kind is being attacked. How do you feel? But Allah is showing us. But we are human, we are not animals. But even some animals, Allah created in a way when they want to protect the young one, what they have to do, even the lion is there, they have to team up and charge. And then the lion will run. To show you when you are together, you are strong. But you just think of yourself, if you put your fear is there, then you allow the bad guy to come and control you and bully you. But when you are strike, you are together. Now even the king of the lion or the king of the jungle worried about you, you fight back. Just show you an example. Allah is saying all these are example. Not a thing have we neglected from the register. Everything Allah have ordained. Ma faratna fil kitab. Those who have learning Arabic, alhamdulillah. Why you have alif lam there? The book. Not any book. If you say the kitab, books, it can be any books. When Allah said fil kitab, zalikal kitab, that book, which book is that? The Quran. Allah is telling us that Quran, everything in the Quran is there. Anything you want is there. Only of course you must have the knowledge. And that's why the Prophet don't have to go to any school. He don't have to go because Allah is guiding him. The all-knowing, the all-seeing is guiding Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No scholar at his time, even among the Jew, the Christian who are very learned, they just cannot have any argument with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If they have doubts, they create a question, and when he answered, all of them tongue-tied. Just cannot move forward. Why? Because this book have guided Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and give him all the insight. What is the problem that they don't face? They also have unrest, fighting. They don't have just no fighting in the parliament. There's no parliament at that time. They already fight outside. But see how this book have brought changes to them. Peace. Until today, we can experience the peace in Mecca and in Medina. Whoever enter Mecca and Medina, aminin, you find peace. Allahu Akbar. We are not from there. Poor people is going there. Rich people, everybody will feel the peace in these two sacred cities. Because this is the two cities that Allah revealed the book, the Wahyu. They may have other area outside Makkah, Medina that's facing a lot of unrest. But these two cities is protected by Allah. That Allah sent revelation down. And it's a duty of every Muslim to make sure that you are there to bring peace. That's why anybody who want to go there and cause problems, don't go. That is not the place for you to bring any political agenda. We are there to go and find peace, make peace, and bring peace. That's all. That's why people don't understand why they don't allow this group of people, because they did not go there to bring peace. They go there and want to demonstrate. What is that? You don't need demonstration. We are Muslim. We are among Muslims. What is there to demonstrate? You are not happy, we talk about things outside. Here, you talk about peace. Alhamdulillah, Malaysian Jama'ah have been honored, respected highly because we have that understanding. Yeah. We don't create problem over there. Yeah. Well managed, very polite. People push you, you also never push them back. Alhamdulillah. No. We are very soft, patient people. Allahu Akbar. Remember, Allah said, "Ma faratna fil kitab min shay'in." That nothing that Allah have forget about, yeah, in this book. Everything Allah have shown us, informed us. The only problem, we just don't understand. But nobody can understand this book without going through his messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the command I just want to share with you. I think I've shared with this before, but it's something good. There was an argument among the people of other belief, the people of the book also. They gathered together and they come up with one condition. We are going to have an open debate. If the Muslim can prove to us that everything that you want in this life, the answer is in the Quran already, then we all will follow the Muslim. We all become Muslim. Only one. We don't going to ask you more, just one question. You can prove to us that the answer is in the Quran. We all will become a Muslim. So they want to have an open dialogue. If the Muslim fail to answer one question, not two. We want the Muslim to confess, to declare this Quran is not perfect, not enough. You need more than Al-Kitab. Are you ready for that? The Muslim scholars dare not pick up this challenge. They're worried. You have to say that this book is not perfect now. But they just ask one question only. You dare to take up the challenge? No Muslim dare. Because you dare not say the Quran is not perfect. But you see, Allah's way of protecting His book. He just sent a shepherd from nowhere. When I was looking at this discussion, the Muslim leader is there, non-Muslim is challenging them. If you say your book is perfect, complete, if you just can answer one, we all accept. If not, you cannot say this book is final, this book is perfect. You need other books. Yeah. Allahu Akbar. This shepherd said, I accept the challenge. Everybody look at, who are you? We are all great scholars, hafaz, ulama, great scholar. We dare not even accept. And this stranger just said, I will accept it. But give me, say, 1 week to prepare myself. They said, no problem, 1 month or so, we can wait. Just 1 week. Now 1 week is come down. Every day the scholar is getting worried, more worried. What is happening? We fail. Are we going to admit that the Quran is not a perfect book? Allahu Akbar. No time comes. What is the question? Do you remember? It's just the flour. Just hold a handful of flour. He said, now, this handful of flour can make how many breads? Bread. Roti. You said everything is in the book. You said, oh, everything is written, so I want to ask you, 1 handful of flour can make how many bread? What to say now? All the Muslim scholar who memorized Quran was going in. The ayat of bread. Never come across. Oh, no. Now they say we are gone. No, this guy have created fitna for all of us. He said, give me few days. They said, no problem, we can give you few months. But answer must come from the Quran. He said 3 days enough. And most of the scholars say, why you go and say 3 days? Say like 3 years. You delay everything. The Qada of Allah Rabbul Alameen, Allah make this man have the right understanding. He just went and checked with the bread maker and asked him, hey, 1 handful of flour, how many bread you can make? For the small size one, medium size, yeah, what you call? Whether it's at that time you don't have the roti like today, no? At that time it's all like what you see now, what you call chapati la, all this kind of bread. So he asked. So these are bread makers. They know. They know how many bread you can make out from 1 handful of flour. So now the time comes. They ask him, how many? He said, maybe according to the specialty, 3 bread for this size, 5 for this size. For the Muslim also get worried, where he get the dalil in the Quran. Where got 3 and 5, and then the non-Muslim know this cannot come from the book because they also are studying. But the answer was so perfect. They also have the group to confirm. Correct. Now they say, okay, we want you to prove to us this is from fil kitab, from this book. You ready for the answer? Next week. No, next week I may die. I better share it with you today. the ayat that he quote. Fas'alu ahli zikr in kuntum la ta'lam. Allahu Akbar. Just one ayat, you clear everything. When you have the understanding. In this book, Allah reminds us, ask those who are specialized in that area, if you do not know. I am not a bread maker. So Allah have asked me to ask those who are specialized in that area. So I go and ask the bread maker. And there is an answer, and your group also can confirm. And there is one ayah to show us that everything is in the book of Allah. Just you have to ask. Fas'alu ahli zikri in kuntum la ta'lam. If a person comes to you and asks you, is there anything written in the book talking about repairing car? Go and ask the foreman. Don't go and ask the tahfiz school. And then what are they going to say? They want to bring ayat kursi and go and recite and repair your engine? No, go and ask the foreman. And the foreman will tell you what happened to your car, what to replace. Then he will tell you. Because Allah said, Fas'alu ahli zikr. Ask those who have that knowledge. And that's why I go and ask the bread maker, and he informed me like this. This is why I inform you. And this is what Allah said. Go and ask. So I ask. Fas'alu ahli zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. Anybody remember the ayat? Now you have the phone with us, alhamdulillah. You just type in. Ask those who knows. We'll come back to you. Yeah? The answer is going to come out very soon. Because we have all the technology now. All of Allah's creation is purposeful and good. Nothing that Allah created without a purpose. Why He created this animal that's haram for us? Why He created the snake? Why He created the mouse or the what you call the rat and so on? Why He created mosquito? Only Allah knows. Human, Allahu Akbar. You remember the Chinese are very, very good in their kung fu self-defense because they look at how the animals fight, how the duck move, yeah, how the crane, how the snake, how the lion, how the tiger move, and that's how they come up with all this, yeah, movement. All came from Allah's creation. Yeah. Nothing of what Allah creates can be purely evil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described himself as what he have said, الَّذِي أَحْسَنَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقَهُ in Surah Sajdah verse 7. Allah is He who perfected everything that He created. He created everything and He make it so perfect. He created the bird has to fly. He prepared a wing for that. You know. And the eyesight of the bird is stronger, very sharp compared with us, especially eagles. From a distance he can see. Yeah. That's why they call it the eagle eye. Yeah. For example, if an individual is physically different from the norm, this does not mean that there is a flaw in his creation. Rather, it means Allah chose to create him like that for a wisdom and benefit that Allah alone encompasses. Sometimes you see why he was born like this, handicapped. To us, why? God is not fair. But Allah created everything for a purpose. No? Sometimes in the family, we have so many children, sometimes you find a black sheep there. Do you want any of your children to be a black sheep and not a good person? No. To show us Allah's creation is not perfect. They have their own weaknesses, even their form is perfect, but their nature is not perfect. Perfection belongs to Allah. You can be a doctor, you can be a scientist, not all your children become a doctor or scientist. Even if they become a doctor, sometimes something will happen to one of them and will end up to be not a good one. Yeah. All have a purpose for you to learn, reflect. Don't look down upon others. When you are so perfect, you will start to look down upon others. But when Allah makes something happen to any one of us, there is a reason. Now, just example, do we commit sins? Why Allah want us to commit sin? So that you cannot be very judgmental to others. Okay, why is like that? We are also lebih kurang saja, so don't judge people. Try to help them, pray for them. If you can cover their weaknesses, Allah will help to cover your weakness. But if you are so perfect, you see, that's why sometimes when some scholar who feel that he's so perfect because he have all the knowledge, he have been praying day and night, he have been fasting Ramadan, Isnin, Khamis, 13, 14, he have been doing all the good things. Now he feel that he is so Mr. Perfect. Now you see what he's going to say to other people. Everybody is not that good than him. He is always better. And this is what Iblis was cursed by Allah because of that. He said, Ana khair, I'm better. No. Even you are good. But that do not give you the right to belittle others. No. You just have to be careful, be humble, just be humble. Yeah. One of the characteristics of a good person also, hayyinun, you're a humble person. Yeah. A Sharif reported that once a man complained to the Prophet, my legs are so bent that my knees touch each other. The Prophet answered him, Inna kulla khalqillah azza wa jalla al-hasan. All of Allah's creation is good. Now this guy is complaining, why my leg like that? My knee is like that. The other people's knee is so perfect, but my knee is not perfect. But the Prophet never said, wow, pity you, huh? Why, huh? No. If Allah have created you like that, there is a reason. You see a lot of movies also take people who are crippled, and sometimes the small size also can be famous. Everybody, Allah created, there is a reason behind. It's up to us, number one, to accept the Qada and Qadr first. Then move on. You'll be surprised to see people who are blind, handicapped, they can do more than all of us. You remember Ramadan, always when we have our activities in Ramadan, we gather the poor and the needy here. And most of the time we have one blind revert to recite the Quran. And he can recite the Quran beautifully and he memorized the Quran. He's blind. The reason I want him to recite, because a lot of us who are here was not blind. But we asked them to recite the Quran, susah, I have no time. Now this blind man, he can recite, he can memorize. So are we more blind than him? It's a matter whether you want to do it or not. If you want, even you're blind, Allah will make it easy. They have the braille with them. You see, Allah is so kind. He gets something to replace for these people. They can still learn. You see all the what you call, they live in the hotel. A 5-star hotel, they have braille there also. So they also cater for them. So the blind man also can go in. And he know how to go to 7th floor, 10th floor. Sometimes we press the wrong button, but they never press the wrong button. Allah is fair. When He created people like that, He also prepared for them the means that they will survive like other people. In addition, what people commonly consider handicap can bring great blessing to the afflicted person and to others around him. Great awareness given the people who are better than them in their form. If I can do, why can't you do? Only because you are lazy. You just do not want to change. It's a lesson. It's a lesson learned. Number one, the handicap may make the afflicted person realize his weakness and dependent on Allah. We should lead him to submit to Allah more and seek His reward for being sabr. Number two, other people may realize Allah's blessing in sparing them from this handicap and that He is capable of afflicting them with this or other handicaps. This should make them grateful to Allah. If Allah has given you and made you in the best form, you should be thankful. Then you use whatever Allah has given you to please Allah. And also don't look down on the people who are handicapped. Don't look down upon them. Help them out. There's a way for you to help them too. That's why if everybody is rich, who want to work? So He makes somebody who's poor, and the poor need to work. And then we will give them money, they work for us. And that's how Allah complement each other. So both will benefit. The poor benefit with the strength, the knowledge they have, they work hard, and then we benefit from them. They work for us and we pay them, and they benefit from us too. If everybody who is rich, there's no Grab anymore. Nobody want to be a Grab driver. Nobody want to be your driver. But Allah is fair. Somebody just love to be a driver, but he have no car. But he have a license. And he's a very patient person. He can come and drive your car. When I visit Australia many times before, when I went to an area, I forgot the city. It's a beautiful city. Gold Coast. Is that a Gold Coast there? So I went around with the boat. I saw all the villa, and I looked at the villa. I only saw workers. Most of the time, these workers are the ones who benefit from the villa. Because this is a holiday home. The rich people don't stay there. They may stay there maybe 1 month in a year. You see how Allah is so kind and fair. If you are honest, amanah, work hard, you don't even have a home in your own country, but you live in a villa with swimming pool, sauna, everything. Your boss is not there. As long as you make it clean, keep it. Now this is like yours. You live there more than the owner. Just be honest, hardworking, you get everything. You don't have anything under your name, it's not important, but you enjoy. You benefit the villa more than the owner. Is that true? I say, don't worry. You will be rich. No, you don't have to pay any bill. Allahu Akbar. Billless. Everything taken care by the owner. You just be a good person. People trust you. People let you stay there. Allahu Akbar. Number 3, handicap bring into communities awareness of the physical differences among people, which should result in an attitude of mutual help, compassion among us. that we have to feel for each other. You know. So when we see somebody who's crossing the road and he's using a walking stick, what do you do? What do you do? You love to help him, especially an elderly person. And if you help them to cross and you use your hand to stop, no car will scold you. You know the old man is going to walk slowly. They will have more sabah. But if you are so healthy, you walk so slow, people will horn at you. They say, what do you think? You think the road owned by you? No. But if an old man, they cannot scold you. They just have to have patience. Yeah, see, everything there is a balance. Don't underestimate the oldies. They're handicapped. Don't understand them. They bring a lot of benefit to you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. May Allah Rabbul Alameen make us people of understanding and understand the Qada of Allah, that whatever Allah created, there is a wisdom behind it. Even you don't understand yet, don't blame. Just accept it first and do your level best. And you see Allah will give you the hikmah, the understanding. Yeah. Inshallah, if there's any question, now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. There's a few written question here first. Number one, in Salah, if a person sneezes, does the sneezer say Alhamdulillah? No need. And the one who's beside him don't have to say Yarhamukallah. No. Even if people give you salam, by right you should respond. But in the prayer you cannot respond. The best you can do, give a signal. But no reciting other than what Allah and the Prophet want us to recite. Husband and wife relationship. After their divorce, of course, after the iddah, there are no more mahram. Yeah, number one, no more mahram. If they see each other, the wife have to wear hijab already. Yeah, because there are no more mahram after the iddah. After the iddah, within the iddah time, they are still sharing the normal relationship. Only they cannot have intimacy. Yeah? That means you can still expose your aura in front of your husband. Yeah? No problem. But after the iddah end, now you are like a stranger. No more mahram. But how about the son, daughter, of course, belong to both parties. But is the son-in-law of the daughter, is a mahram to the second wife if the husband remarried. Yeah? Now the children of the husband is her mahram. Yeah? Because anybody that you married, the man children is also like your children. Because the stepson cannot marry the stepmother. Cannot. Yeah? But the daughter's son is not your mahram at all. That means your stepdaughter's son is not your mahram. Yeah. So, the question is more than that. First, they divorce, they have children and sons. Second, also divorce, have more children. And now the third one, no children, example. So what happened to all these stepsons? When you married the father of these children, all the stepsons is your mahram. Daughter, of course, woman and woman is always a mahram. Yeah? What is the relationship of I think clear, the question. Now, the husband of the stepdaughter is not your mahram. Yeah? You understand that, Yes. But your immediate son-in-law is your mahram. Because no son-in-law can marry the mother-in-law. You can't. That's why they become your mahram. Yeah? Okay? How about the brother of the husband? The brother of husband is known as a mahram mu'akkad, temporary mahram. But they are very dangerous. That's why they say brother-in-law is dead. Because if you're not careful, if they are too close, we are worried that some fitna may take place. And then you will cause a lot of fighting in the family. You destroy the whole family. And that's why even they cannot marry their sister-in-law. Yeah? But the relationship is very fragile. You must be very careful. Yeah, many cases sometimes because of that. And the husband may be busy. Now the brother is at home always. And the brother look more handsome than the husband. And he's always there to help the sister-in-law, and we are worried something bad may happen. So even they are mahram mu'akkad, you must be very careful, to protect yourself from further fitna. Now, other question? Now, Assalamu rahmatullah.
Your ayat just now is Nahl 16 verse 43.
Suratul Nahl. What is Nahlun? There is one surah Nahlun, then one surah Namlun. What is Namlu? What is Al-Baqarah? Alhamdulillah. The big animal we remember. Nahlun is the bee. We all love honey. Honey comes from the bee. Namlun is the ant. Yeah. These are all good things to pick up in Arabic. Surah Nahlun, verses 43. Fas'alu ahli zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. Ask those who have the knowledge if you know not. And that's why when we are in pain, we are suffering in pain, don't go and ask anybody. Don't go to the roadside and go and ask all these people selling all these minyak mujarrab or mujarrab. If so mujarrab, he don't have to stand beside the street anymore. You must go for the specialist. If you are not well, see a doctor. Yeah? Naam, sister. There are few other ayat. The same ayah. You are saying Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 7. And not only one ayah talk about that. It's a reminder from Allah for us to be humble and seek knowledge. And there's another ayah, Allah said, وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي الْعِلْمٍ عَلِيمٍ. Allah is telling us, remember, above the people of knowledge, there's someone who is still more knowledgeable than you. To remind us that don't be too arrogant, think that you know everything. No. You may be a specialist, but still there's something that you may not know. There are other people who are not specialists may know. So you must have an open concept when you talk about knowledge. The four great imam, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi, Hanbali, none of them claim that they master everything. No. Anything to do with fiqh, involved in business, property, anything to do with Abu Hanifa is very precise because he himself is a businessman. So he learned a lot about business, transaction, about money in, money out, Because he's a businessman, you must have a lot of numbers, Imam Malik is not known as a businessman in anything we did, but he is known as a people's scholar of hadith. Shafi is not known as a scholar of hadith. He's also known as scholar of fiqh. But Ahmad Hanbali is known as the scholar of hadith. Everyone also deeper in their knowledge. Nobody I know everything. I master everything now. So Allah said, remember, all the people who have knowledge, who have any kind of qualification, always must remember there's always somebody who knows more than you. And sometimes people who knows more than you are very humble. By right, people of higher learning should be humble. They don't have to go and show you, I am this, I am that. No. People who knows will know. Look at all the great Khalifa. What kind of knowledge that they have. Compared with our knowledge, all the certificate, nothing, they don't have one BA, but look at the quality they have. You don't have any knowledge like that. The knowledge that we have is just in the paper. Not real. The knowledge that they have is real. They can manage the country. They can manage the people. They can manage the disbeliever without any problem. Just an example. That is important. Paper is not everything. Sometimes people create a problem now. Fadal, brother. Every day, correct? If you do not memorize the Quran, yes, of course, yes. That's how the Prophet recite the Quran. The first generation recite the Quran without anybody writing it down in the form of a book. Whatever the Prophet conveyed to them, they listen, they memorize, and they keep on reciting the Quran. Yeah, that is the best way, because you can recite the Quran anywhere. Yes. Qul huwallahu ahad. Yes. Yes. It's counted. As long as you're reciting, Alhamdulillah, you see, automatically all Muslims recite the Quran every day because they pray every day. They recite Fatiha, they recite some cool here, some cool there. You are reciting something. But if you have memorized more, you recite more so that you don't forget. Any knowledge that you have learned, you don't act upon the knowledge, you don't practice the knowledge, it will just disappear. Sure to disappear from you. And that's why you see why the companion of the Prophet, first, second, third, is so good in memorizing all the, because whatever they learn, they share. Whatever they learn, they will act upon it and they will teach others. So when you start to teach others, your memory bank becomes stronger because you are teaching. But if you don't teach, the knowledge also just disappears. Just in the book, I write something, I open again. Yeah. It's just like me, my humble self. Yeah? I have been attending so many, when I was in school, but the way I learn a bit different. I don't learn from the classroom. After that, I will follow the scholars. I like to serve the scholar. I carry the bag for them. I try to bring them to a place. Whatever they want, I do. While I'm walking, I'm asking. I go to the library. I bring books that I have interest in it and ask the scholars in the library to enrich me with the information. I'll go to the mosque and look for the scholars. They have all the different scholars around the mosque. What subject I like to learn more, I will go to this corner and listen. And then when you listen from a scholar, there are so many students, they cannot entertain your question. So many people want to ask, your questions sometimes don't even reach them. But you must learn how to serve them. When I was in Malaysia, when I first became a Muslim, that's how I picked up knowledge. I was very close with my ustaz. Wherever he go, I will follow him. I carry his bag. I just become a good follower and good listener. Anything I don't know, I ask him. When I was walking with him, when we're in the car, I will ask him, because some privacy, I'm there to carry your bag. I make it easy. I carry your umbrella for you in case of heat, in case of rain. I make things easy, and he make things easy for me. And when he is talking to anybody, I'm there. I'm listening. And as I pick up, that's how I learn. That's how the companion learn from the Prophet. They travel with him, they serve the Prophet. And when the Prophet is talking to somebody, they listen. When the Prophet is doing something, they look at him and they pick up all these things. Yeah. That's how you become a fast learner. Learn from all the movement. Yeah, Qada.
Ustaz, is there any book that we can refer when it comes to dreams interpretation?
Yeah, we do have some book, but even Bilal Philip also wrote a book about dreams. We do have other book also written by, if I'm not wrong, it's been translated by Jibali about dreams, interpretation of dreams. Yeah, there is some, yeah. We can. Yes, they were related to what the Prophet explained to the people when the people approach him about their dreams. Yeah. But dream is dreams. Yeah. Dream is not something for you to hold on, but maybe something for you to be alert of. I have been dreaming most of the time. Yeah. I have a lot of dreams. But I only experienced once, I jumped out my bed. Because I was falling down in my dream. And really, I fall down from my bed. So my wife was shocked what happened to me. Really, in real, this like, I was falling, so I just jumped out from the bed. I thought it's real. Then I realized it's a dream. Sometimes dream can be so real. You remember the ayat, I don't know, I don't share it here maybe, in the other books in the Sunday class. Then Allah is telling us that at night when we sleep, our soul will be traveling. And those who Allah say, it's not time for you to die, Allah will send back the soul to your body. But those who Allah say, it's time for you to go home, then the soul will not come back to your body anymore. Then you will be declared there. Now, today we have a majlis for this Dr. Azmi's mother-in-law. The name of what? Tamam, what? I just mentioned earlier. Tamah binti Abdul Hamid. They are praying the Sunday prayer at Masjid Wilayah, and then they're bringing to the Kiara graveyard, Bukit Kiara. So we'll be going there, inshallah. If anybody who think that you have some time, you can follow, inshallah, you can follow us. Any last question from the sisters? None. Last question from the brothers. None. Don't forget the 4 good character. Hayin, layinun, qaribun, sahlun. Okay? Don't forget that. Yeah? And don't forget the story about fil kitab. Ma faratna fil kitab shay. We never miss anything. That means in the book everything is there. Only for people who have the right understanding. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.